Hey my loves, and welcome back to our channel.
We hope you're all doing well. So in this week's video, we thought we would do just like a girly chat.
A little get to know you.
Yeah. Kind of like a Q&A, except we've gotten our questions from the internet.
Yeah, just like a chat, like get to know us. Yeah. So,
We hope you enjoy
we are
it.
joined by a special guest today.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch.
And
Jaja.
Jaja
Juja K Cushion.
Jaja Juja K
Cushion. And our teas.
And my pup's here, you can't see him, but he's just lying here.
Yeah.
It's just a good time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, we've just got a few questions to just chat about, because I don't know, I like watching them. I find it interesting.
We might get a bit deep. You might get to know a bit about us.
Might just get funny.
Yeah.
Who
We'll
knows?
see where the video takes us.
We'll see what goes on. Also, make sure to give this video...
Oh, but before we get into that, this is our other setup.
Yes.
Because we've already filmed in that
Normally, the lighting would be better.
Yes.
But
it's nighttime.
Ring light
Is that battery?
died. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on into the questions.
Let's do it. So,
We've just got the internet, so...
we're just going to have a little search.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question. This is just off the top of my head.
Yes.
If you were younger and you could relive, like, the years that you've done, would you change anything?
No. Oh. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I would change. No.
Yeah, I don't...
Because it all made me who I am today, so I feel like no.
Exactly. And I think every little thing, even if it's bad, it makes you stronger.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I don't think you can just say no, like... I feel like part of life's the inevitable nature of life. And you gotta take risks.
Yeah.
Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse.
I don't think I regret anything.
No, I don't think
Apart from like being mean to people, but then like that makes you learn. That made me sound like I'm mean to people a lot. I'm definitely not mean to people, but like just in general.
Next question.
Okay, would you rather start a romantic relationship with someone knowing it will eventually end, or never be in a romantic relationship ever again?
I think it depends. When will it end?
Just eventually.
I am tempted to say never.
Really?
Well, only because I'm thinking in the short term, not like when I'm 50, 60 and I break up. I'm thinking in a couple months, because at least now, like, I don't want to go through the heartbreak, which will make me miss not being in a relationship more. That'll make it harder.
So you'd rather just never be in a relationship ever again?
Well, my only thought is, if you know it's going to end, you're basically prolonging the desperation, but it'll also make it, and like the sadness of not being in a relationship, but it'll make it harder, because you'll know what you're missing out on, and you'll know that love that you felt. I don't know. What about you?
I don't know. I think I'd just start one. Oh, that's so hard. I'd start one knowing it would end. Because if you think about, like, I've probably gone through so many different friendships. Although I didn't know it would end at the beginning. Most of them eventually came to an end anyway.
Yeah. It depends on the circumstances. If it was a good ending, mutual, and like we fell out of love, or whether it was like we didn't like each other. So depends.
Okay. What's the most, keep in mind, Alice and I have been single our whole lives.
Yeah.
What's the most crucial thing for a healthy relationship?
That's so hard.
I was going to be really stupid and be like, star sign compatibility. But like, to me, like,
yeah,
it makes sense. I'm a Scorpio, Alice is a Cancer, and we're so compatible, it's like not even funny.
I think trust and communication. I think that's a good relationship. You need to have that, like, good, you need to be able to talk to each other about problems, about issues, and convey your feelings, but also you need to trust each other, and also that trust not to be broken. That's like a huge thing. Like, we were talking about fears today.
Yeah.
And one of my biggest fears is getting trust betrayed. And like, I don't know, I think I take quite a while. I think we both do take a while to open up to someone, and there's not many people I'm on like a deep level. I'm on a very like superficial, like we're good friends, but they don't like know much about me because I'm so like, because I'm worried. And so I think if that trust, if I had a boyfriend and he broke my trust, I don't know whether it could ever be restored. Because I think it takes a lot.
Yeah, I agree with those points. Also, I think someone who you can have like deep chats with, and also someone who's, I don't want to, not like in a mean way at all, but like just someone who's like an intellectual equal.
Yeah, so you can have intellectual chats.
Yeah, because I don't think I could ever just talk about like really stupid things my whole entire relationship.
You need to have those like mentally stimulating conversations. Yeah, definitely.
And like I don't mind if they're like smarter than me because then I get to learn, or if I'm smarter in like other areas because then they get to learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But as long as like we can have like good chats and not just talk about like irrelevant things.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Don't really matter. And also obviously communication and loyalty.
Loyalty, yeah.
And just someone that's fun.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Be with someone who's boring.
Neither.
Or abusive, like the guy at the supermarket. This one's a good one. Okay, what? That doesn't really make sense. How much is a human life worth, and are some lives worth more than others? How much is a human life worth? I think a lot. That's why suicide makes me so upset. And are some lives worth more than others? Definitely not.
Yeah,
I think everyone's
not.
incredibly like equal.
Even like I know some people, like that's why I have personally an issue with the death sentence.
Yeah.
Things like that, because I feel like, well, I don't know, I'm a Christian, so like I believe that we're all equal, you know what I mean? Like, sin someone like that does wrong, it doesn't mean that they're worth less. Than me. Exactly. Because I think everyone has had a different upbringing, a different life, and it's unfair if someone's more privileged to think, and that like communicates on everything, because like if you're more privileged in education, if you're more privileged in, if you're in like an abusive relationship, or if you're not, like that can impact everything you do. And I don't think it's fair for someone who's more privileged than another for their lives to be.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like it's not no one's fault. No one wants to.
Yeah. Also on that thing, like this might get like really controversial, but like I think strongly about it, I guess. With like the whole like gun like stuff in America, makes me so incredibly angry. I just don't understand how, like, okay, just that there's like this thing that humans have that if I wanted to right now, I could just literally I could literally start crying about it. Like I could literally just take your life right here with just literally pulling a trigger. And then also like how people think like all around the world, I'm not gonna just target America on this, but like that it's okay, like for example, if someone's breaking into your house, that you think you have the right to kill them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I get it 100%. No, I get it that like if your life's under threat, you might act as a response or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone has the right to take someone's life away.
Yeah.
It's not their decision at all. And
also with like punishment and stuff, how you have like jail and stuff. But I think one of the biggest punishments that I think most like mentally like okay people, I guess, is like guilt. Like guilt is such a big punishment. Like feeling guilt for the rest of your life for taking someone else's life.
Yeah. I just think that.
Wow, we're getting really deep here.
And I also think with like even the gun laws and everything, it's just not looking holistically. You need to look at like every aspect. You need to look at society, like in an issue like gun laws, society, victims and offenders.
Yeah. You
need to look at all three of those and pinpoint the underlying causes and impacts of that. And just, it's so much more than each individual person.
Yeah.
Because I think if someone of your family was killed,
you would have a completely different insight.
100%. And that would be different to the family of an offender or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it, like, I'm not saying that all gun violence could be stopped by these laws, but I think a lot of it could be, and I think it's a really good step in the right direction.
If what?
Putting gun laws, no.
Like ending it.
Ending gun laws.
But yeah, but it's a tricky situation because like it's really in the Constitution, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, Australia, who was the president who did it again?
Oh,
I was gonna say Rudd, but it definitely wasn't.
No, it was before. John Howard. No.
Howard, yeah.
Howard.
And I don't think it wasn't in our we don't have a constitution, do we? Yeah, we do have a constitution, but it wasn't in our constitution.
No.
Anyway, and he put an end to all guns. Everyone had to hand in their
amnesty.
guns. Because it was after Tasmania, wasn't it? There was
camera's low battery. We can put in my camera.
Yeah.
My channel.
There was like a shooting in Tasmania, and so we
yeah.
stopped after that. I just think how many more lives do you need to lose
before? And you know,
What
also like another thing would be like another aspect to that is, I'm not sure, but what if those people, like, who, I don't know, you can take this out if you don't know, or like, I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but do those people know the impacts of the victim? Like, I feel like
they don't.
Victims, like the families of the victims and things like that were in charge, they would feel so much more strongly, because those people that are enforcing them, they haven't been subjected to that like sadness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like the tampon tax,
but
set by a bunch of males.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know what it's like to have periods.
Also, back to guns, the whole argument, like, you need a gun because you need to protect yourself. If there were no guns to begin with, you wouldn't need to protect yourself with a gun.
And obviously, like, I don't know each individual person and their points and everything. Like, I'm not sure, but in my opinion, I think that we need to try and achieve peace and love each other. And I think guns are like the opposite of that.
And they just give someone who's angry or not in the right mindset to do really bad things. That was a really bad thing, but anyway, that's our little argument. You're totally fine to disagree. Like, it's just our opinion, we respect yours, but that's just what we feel.
It's just, Anyway.
Ooh, what makes a person truly evil? Are they born that way, or did their environment make them that way?
I don't think anyone's ever born evil.
I was about to say, I don't think anyone's born evil.
No, I don't think. And I don't even think that someone can consciously truly be, like, they can't make the choice to be evil. I think a lot of it is, not that, but like, I think a lot of it is being like a consequence of life and like situations and events like that have happened. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree.
And also it depends on the type, oh sorry, I just lifted my legs numb. Also, it depends on the type of evil you're talking about. Like, devil evil? Or just like
human evil.
Human evil.
If science makes it possible to predict which people will be more likely to commit crimes, should the highest risk individuals be jailed or killed before they can commit crimes? Okay, well, definitely not killed. I'm getting rid of that.
No, I don't think they should.
No.
Because it's not fair. It's not fair, and then you're taking away their civil liberties.
If they, because it just says will be more likely to commit crimes, so I think they don't know yet, but they're just likely to. But I think if they could tell that they definitely will commit a crime.
I don't know. I think they should be into like maybe a rehabilitation program. Not jail. Like, it's not fair for someone by like imprisoning them if they're like likely to like take away crime. You're not pinpointing the underlying problem. The underlying problem is there's obviously a reason why, and it's not fair to take away someone's hope. Oh my goodness. What? My foot's numb.
I was like, what?
It's not fair to take away someone's hope. Like, it's not fair to take away someone's hope and potential because of what, like, their possibility. I don't know if that's making sense, but...
No, yeah, I agree. This is funny. Does a person's name influence the person they become? I think slightly. Like, if I didn't have my name, I think I'd be slightly a different person. Maybe not like completely.
I don't reckon it would.
Really?
Because I feel like it's just a label. Like, it's like if red food colouring was called blue food colouring.
You'd think of it differently.
But it would still be the same at heart. Might change the way people around you perceive you, but it wouldn't change who you are as a person. But that's a hard one.
Yeah. But then again, obviously not stereotyping at all, but I think like some names you can like associate lots of people with it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know a person with brown hair who's called Alice.
Why brown hair?
Well, like I consider you as like blonde. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have never seen anyone who's like blonde hair, like really fair with Sophia. Like, not PH, but F. Do you know what I mean?
I think a name definitely changes the way people around perceive you, but I don't think it changes who you are, I reckon, at least.
Yeah.
It's a hard one.
If a child somehow survived and grew up in the wilderness without any human contact, how human would they be without the influence of society and culture? Not human at all. In like our interpretation of human, I think. I think everything is like social constructs. Obviously, I think there's some sort of like instinct and like...
Yeah, I think there's a
maternal instincts, paternal instincts, but I still think that's a thing.
It would be really based down to what the human body is and the purpose of it and your natural instincts and that. Yeah, I don't think it would be like... Gender wouldn't exist, I don't think.
No.
It would be... You have that private part or that private part. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then again, if they had like a baby, or if someone else had a baby, that was theirs. As in, like, paternal or maternal. Like, I still think that does exist.
I think it would just be really, really down to the bare necessities. Sound like I'm singing Disney. Necessity.
Where does your self-worth come from? That's hard.
I think it comes from a range of factors.
Yeah, I think it's going to sound really sad, but I would say most of my self-worth is probably from other people.
That's the sad part.
That's the sad part, and that's something that I don't want it to be.
Like, I would hope with all my heart my self-worth comes from
myself.
myself, but I think with the society we live in, with all the judgment.
It's all about approval from other people, I think.
Yeah, and that's like the whole sad part about it, is that I wish it could come from love, and but I don't, and that's the whole idea of perfection. Perfection doesn't exist, because I feel like you'll always want better than what you have, and so you'll never have that self-worth. So people look, because they doubt themselves, they look to others for self-worth, and people pull others down to bring themselves up.
Yeah. I also think, like, if someone were to tell me, like, oh, you're, like, really, like, kind, or, like, do you know what I mean? That would mean so much more to me than, like, myself telling myself that I was kind.
Yeah. Like, you're great, Alex. But you know the funny thing in saying that is that when someone compliments me, often I don't take it. Like,
same.
I feel
won't
like
remember it as much as I remember if someone, like, insults me.
Someone, like, people insult me, it will stick for me.
Forever.
Stick with me?
Yeah.
Stick with me forever. Like, you can never forget it.
Yeah. It's so sad. Do you reckon that's just because we're human? Like, is that, like, a thing that humans do?
And also, I'm afraid of coming across, if someone, like, compliments me and you're like, yeah, I feel like I don't want to come across as arrogant. If you're like, oh, your hair looks nice today, or whatever, I don't want to be like, yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Would you ever adopt?
I think if I was, like, couldn't have kids for, like, medical, like, or whatever reasons, I think so. But then I also think, like, to me, just, like, the whole notion, even with pets, like, taking them away from their family. But I get it if they, like, if that's, like, a necessity, like, they're orphans, or they're, but even if they're, like, disadvantaged and just taking them away, I don't know, that just, like, to me.
I think if there's a potential of, like, they have a loving family, but they just don't have the socioeconomic, I think there's a certain element of maybe providing them with opportunities and, like, financial support so that they can grow up in their culture.
But not taking them away.
But not taking them away. But in saying that, if they're, like, an orphan, and there's no hope for them where they are, like, I'm all for adoption, especially for those kids who need it. It's sad.
It is sad.
I follow this family called the Staffer.
Yeah, Micah.
Yeah, Staffer family. They're so cute. They adopted a little boy called Huxley, and it literally touched me so much.
Yeah.
Like, it touched my heart. It opened my eyes to the whole idea of adopting, and how there are so many kids in need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so great.
You guys should check it out. They're great.
What is the best way for a person to attain happiness?
That's hard.
I think a lot of that comes from, like, within. Like, knowing your self-worth, being content, like, with yourself as a person, and, like, just, like, being self-secure.
Yeah, and I don't think, like, not putting pressure and standards on yourself.
I'm so bad at that. I'm literally the biggest perfectionist ever, and it's such an issue.
You don't need to be.
Well, also having a good support network is important.
And also the whole idea, like, just keep it in your mind that it's okay not to reach perfection. Just give it a red hot go. That's my whole aim in life. Giving things a red hot go.
Is intelligence or wisdom more useful? Wisdom.
Because
my name means wisdom, actually.
Oh, hello, wisdom. Because I feel like you can be so intelligent, but you can know nothing about life. If we've changed position,
we changed batteries. That's fine.
Okay.
What was the question? Is intelligence, so having more, like, and even if you're book smart, that's still
street smart.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you can do an equation.
Exactly.
Or if you can live.
I'd much rather, like, leave my life knowing that I'd experienced everything that I want to, and, like, had a lot of knowledge about, like, different cultures, about the world, than die just being smart.
Yeah, agreed.
But I think there are different types of smart. I think wisdom's more, like, valuable.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, I like this one. What would you genetically change about humans to make them a better species? I think I would change the fact that humans always feel the need to get approval from other people.
I think I just make...
Also the judgment of humans.
But I think just self-love. Like if there was more self-love, then people would, like, as a response, love
each other and
like society, and so there'd be less judgment.
I might do this a bit more to you. I feel like it's... That'll do.
Yeah, like self-love, just because I feel like if you're content with yourself, you won't bring others down.
Exactly.
And, like, lifting people...
That's fine. It's a bit crooked, but well.
Lifting people up rather than tearing them down, and like think about that. If you're trying to make yourself feel better by doing that,
that just shows that you're into
but then if everyone was pushing themselves up, then you'd get a better response.
Yeah,
I don't know, that's
great.
What I think. Yeah.
What else would I change? I mean, more on like a superficial kind of thing, like change the metabolism rates. I'd make everyone the same. Actually, no, I wouldn't make everyone the same, but I'd make everyone faster. Have a faster metabolism.
I wish sometimes also that, like, maybe looks didn't appearance didn't matter that much.
Agreed. Do you know what would be cool if only, like, our souls were
we're just like little souls and there was no...
Yeah, just like
I feel like no judgment would be the best.
I agree. And just being less hard on ourselves as humans.
Anyway, this is
and just quickly, getting rid of any, like, illnesses,
Oh.
diseases, getting rid of it.
I feel like we're asking a bit too much.
I think so too, but this is like if you could. So that's what I would.
Yeah. Anyway, those are our questions.
Yeah, if you want us to do more of these, we'd be happy to.
And let us know, like, any questions, what
you'd
like us to talk about.
We'd love to do like a Q&A from like you guys.
That's great. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed this so much.
Thank you so much for watching.
Make sure to give this a thumbs up, comment down below, and
hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
And we'll see you
next
in our next video with Benny,
Benedict Cumberbatch,
and Jaja Juja K. Cushion.
Bye.
Bye.
Woo! We were too sad in that.
No, I think it was just a bit deep.
It's deep.
That one's deep.
It's getting deep, yo.